Hi, this is me, and right here I look like a potato. Not an actual potato, of course, but in my opinion, that's what all babies seem to resemble. I sprouted like any regular vegetable, a little pudgy face with too much hair, and I grew as per the norm, smiley, whiny, and probably very poopy. But I wasn't growing like my fellow baby beets. I wasn't crawling at the right age. And I was struggling to keep my head reaching towards the sun. My grandma noticed that my feet weren't facing in the right directions after she returned from one of her long-term travels. I was taken to the hospital to have a muscle biopsy, and it was at 18 months old that my life as a so-called vegetable truly began. I was diagnosed with a rare form of muscular dystrophy. It's a neuromuscular condition that progressively weakens the musculoskeletal system, hampering locomotion and reducing muscle mass. That led to constant ankle and foot orthotics that aimed to maintain the straightness of my feet, and frames that locked my bean-like legs into the standing position. When I still couldn't walk, I used a tricycle that helped me get around kindergarten. I was stopped countless times by shop owners to explain my need to ride a bike indoors. When I was 4, I took my first steps. I walked everywhere I could with that K-frame. I even took it on my first day of school. But I missed a lot of school growing up for hospital appointments and operations ranging from hip releases to tendon transfers to spinal fusions. The operations may have stopped, but I still have numerous checkups per year to ensure that my body is still handling my full, wondrous life that's filled with joy and adventure. Didn't I mention that my life isn't all doom and gloom? So-called vegetables like me can still have fun. I take part in holiday camps that host activities such as yabbying, trivia nights, water fights and party nights, winery tours and beach trips and laser skirmish, just to name a few. I also ice skate.
What? You can't. Oh!
And then I get bogged, and remember why I don't ice skate.
You're actually making puddles underneath you. A little bit. Yeah, are you able to give her a push? Yeah, thank you.
I seem to get into a lot of pickles, especially when I decide to do a 6-kilometer hike. Which, mind you, I never break a sweat. But there's always someone around to help, partly because I'm the type of person to wait in a claustrophobic queue for an hour and a half just for the smallest portion of cheesy pasta known to mankind. One of my biggest passions in life is the environment and what we can do to save it. I go on regular day trips and picnics to explore native bushland, and I've noticed that I tend to be more scary to children than I am to animals, which, to be honest, suits me just fine. But easily one of the top 10 perks of being disabled.
If you're not into yoga,
Best seat in the house, and it's molded to my butt cheeks. Being disabled also comes with exclusive perks, such as the opportunity to compete at the Paralympic Games. I'm aiming for Tokyo 2020 to play boccia, and I've already won medals at state, interstate, national and international levels. All these things you wouldn't have known by looking at me on the street. But if you met me, what would be the first thing you'd say?
Can I ask an odd question?
Sure.
Can I ask you about something private?
Why not?
Don't feel pressured to answer this, but
This might sound weird, but
Why are you in a wheelchair?
So uncoordinated.
could you walk?
Yes.
Will you ever walk?
Nope.
not even if you...
No.
What if?
How do you go to the toilet?
Do you really want to know?
How do you have a shower?
Do you really want to know?
How do you get into bed?
teleportation.
Really?
No!
Can you have children?
Approaching the line.
Can you have sex?
Yep, cross the line.
Is it degenerative?
You're so far from the line that the line is a mere speck in the distance.
Was you burnt in a fire?
What? Did someone really ask that? It's totally cool to ask us questions. Just ask yourself first whether you would ask that of another person on the street. And don't change your behaviour. You'll end up looking like a fool. Excuse me. When found using a disabled toilet, this is how you should behave.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Thanks. And this is how you shouldn't behave. And please, don't do this.
Oh no, you poor thing. I'm going to go home tonight and I'm going to pray. And tomorrow you'll walk. No.
So I guess this is my life to date. But what most people don't think when they first see me is that this is a good life. Which it totally is. People seem to forget that I can have a disability and at the same time be a young, free-minded, educated woman. They see a person with a disability and automatically put them into this marginalised community, apparently incapable of living a full life. But they don't see that we also have the potential to make our mark on the world. They don't see what I see from the inside. It's all about perception. Just because I get into bed differently doesn't mean I wake up thinking I'm different. I see myself as an 18-year-old girl trying to decide on what path she's going to undertake in the next stage of her life. I see myself as an 18-year-old girl who said yes to every opportunity and tried to prove her worth and intelligence at every chance. I see myself as an 18-year-old girl who doesn't want to be called an inspiration or brave for merely leaving her front door behind. I see myself as an 18-year-old girl who will continue to fight against those who think she's vegetabilized or intellectually disabled because she can't stand up. I see myself as someone who will metaphorically stand up and change human perception. So the question is, what do you see?
And when they finish the cross line, just about there. No.